Our last lesson for Chapter 4 is dealing with arithmetic sequences. This is brand new, to a certain extent. So, a sequence, lots of vocabulary here. A sequence is a list of numbers. Ideally, there's going to be a pattern. A term is one element of a sequence. So if I gave you the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1 would be the first term. 2 is the second term, so on and so on. An arithmetic sequence is a special sequence. It happens when the terms of the sequence always change by some non-zero term d, meaning d is always added or subtracted to find the next term. And we call that d the common difference. It is the value that is always changing. So first thing we're going to do is identify if we're looking at arithmetic sequences. And if we are, we're going to say what the common difference is and what the next terms are. So first sequence is 12, 8, 4, 0. And to determine, what I say to do is, okay, how do I get from 12 to 8? Subtracting 4. And this is all going to be addition and subtraction in this section. How do I get from 8 to 4? Subtract 4. That's a very bad 4. And how do I get from 4 to 0? Subtract 4. So, is this arithmetic? Yes. So this is arithmetic. The common difference is a subtraction of 4, so it's negative 4. Come on, write the negative sign, iPad. There we go. And the next three terms. So where they left off is 0, so 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. Next sequence. To get from 1 to 4, we add 3. To get from 4 to 9, we add 5. We can stop right there. As soon as that's not the same, we know it's not an arithmetic sequence. Now, you're going to be asked to find weird terms, like the 20th, 25th, 60th terms of a sequence. I do not want you to sit there and work that out by hand the long way. I have a formula for you. So to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, we use the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Lots of variables in there. So a sub n is the nth term. It's what we're looking for. It's why it's the thing that is by itself and then says equals a bunch of other stuff. A sub 1 is the first term of the sequence. Okay. In math, we generally use a to stand in place of it's a term of a sequence, and the subscript tells us which term. So a sub 1 is first term. A sub 18 would be the 18th term, so on and so on. N is the number of the term we're looking for, and D is the common difference. So let me show you how we use this. Find the 22nd term of this sequence, 5, 2, negative 1, negative 4. Okay. 22 is n. I want the 22nd term, so n is 22. 5 is a sub 1. It's the first term. And to get from 5 to negative 2, I subtract 3, so that's my d. I now have all the things I need. The 22nd term, a sub 22, is the first term, 5, plus the quantity of n, the term I'm looking for, 22nd term, 22, minus 1 is always, the common difference is negative 3, order of operations needs to be followed now, because really what we're looking at is saying we need to do this arithmetic. Okay, so the order of operations tells me to do what's inside the parentheses first. So 22 minus 1 is 21. I must multiply second. So 21 times negative 3 is negative 63. 5 plus negative 63 is the same thing as 5 minus 63. You know I don't like positive negative right next to each other. 5 minus 63 is negative 58. Remember, different signs, so we'll subtract the numbers. 63 minus 5 is 58, keeping the sign of the bigger number, which is, of course, the 63. But that's it. It's identifying what n, a sub 1, and d are, and then plugging them in. So I invite you to go ahead and pause the video for a second and try that with this example. Whoops. I forget. If when I scroll to the very bottom, the iPad likes to send me back to the top. So the 60th term. So E60 is n, your a sub 1, and looks like the common difference is 6 here. I'm adding 6 every time. So the 60th term will be negative 7 plus the quantity 60 minus 1 times 6. Well, let's see. That's going to be negative 7 plus... Oh, let's see. I could do 60 minus 1 is 59, and 59 times 6. Or I could do 6 times 60 minus 6 times 1. Think about that. It is distribution. And for me, it's much easier to do 6 times 60, which is 360, and then take away 6 to get 354. You can do 59 times 6, but you have to do it longhand. You are not allowed to use a calculator. Negative 7 plus 354, well, those have different signs, so we will subtract. 354 minus 7 is 347. Keeping the sign of the bigger number means it's positive, so the 60th term of this sequence is 347.